Today, we walk the path of the metaphysical rebel. We are going to navigate the profound and difficult wisdom of insecurity.
You think that frantic obsession you have, that constant need for control, is a shield. You believe you built it to protect yourself from the chaos of the world.
But it is not a shield. It is the very architect of your suffering.
Let's explore this architect of suffering, this illusion of the fortress. See, you're building a fortress against a world that simply refuses to obey your commands, and you live in constant terror that the walls might collapse. So you just keep building, reinforcing them with rigid routines, endless plans, and the heavy mortar anxiety.
And this constant construction, this is the source of your deep spiritual exhaustion. It's like you're trying to hold water in your cupped hands, and the tighter you squeeze, the more you try to secure it, the faster it just slips away through your fingers.
So, to understand this prison you've built for yourself, we need to turn to the philosopher Alan Watts. He had a unique insight. He diagnosed this fundamental sickness of the modern mind. Watts gave us this brutal, paradoxical truth. He said, the desire for security and the feeling of insecurity are exactly the same thing. Just think about that for a moment. When you desperately hunt for security, what are you actually doing? You're constantly scanning for threats. You are reinforcing the deep-seated belief that you are perpetually unsafe. You see, the hunt itself is what creates the insecurity. You start to treat the unpredictable flow of life not as a dance, but as an enemy that has to be conquered. And in that endless battle, you lose the only thing you ever truly have, this present moment.
So, how do we escape this exhausting war with reality? Well, the answer isn't more effort. It's not more control. The answer lies in the ancient Taoist wisdom of Wu-Wei. It is the art of acting without forcing. Wu-Wei is the principle of navigating with the wind at your back, instead of desperately rowing against the current. It's the profound realization that the river of life, it's not your adversary. Your job isn't to fight its flow, but to learn how to steer your boat within it. So this presents you with a choice, a fundamental choice in how you exist. You can keep fighting the current. You can keep using sheer resistance, a path that guarantees only one thing, exhaustion and anxiety. Or you can learn to dance with the current. You can learn Wu-Wei, a path that leads to a state of flow and a deep, unshakable presence.
And let's be absolutely clear about something. This is not passive surrender. This isn't about just giving up. No, it's the skilled, intelligent action of a surfer. A surfer who studies the waves, feels their power, and then elegantly dances with them. Never, ever foolishly attempting to command the entire ocean.
Now, to embody this way of being, to actually become that surfer, well, that requires a unique and profound kind of bravery. It demands something we'll call metaphysical courage.
We're not talking about the courage of a battlefield. This is the internal strength to look fear and sorrow and the terrifying absolute unknown directly in the eye and make the conscious choice not to run.
You know, our society teaches us to extinguish these feelings, to put out the fire, but resistance is just more fuel. True courage is allowing that fear to simply exist, to feel it completely, to let it burn inside you like the heat of a campfire on your face on a cold night. You feel its warmth, you respect its power, but you don't fight the fire itself.
The ancient samurai warriors, they practiced Zen to cultivate this exact nerve. They understood a deep secret, that beneath the raised sword of a terrifying moment lies hell. But the one who can cross through that hell without resisting it discovers, on the other side, a land of profound bliss. When you finally stop resisting, you start to see your life not as a battle to be won, but as a grand piece of music or a play. You realize you forgot that it's supposed to be a dance, and you've been treating every misstep as a fatal flaw.
But think about it. The point of music isn't to get to the final note. The purpose of a song is to dance while the music is playing, to be fully present for every chord, every beat, every rhythm along the way.
And so, you stand before a final, stark choice. You can remain the puppet, jerked around by the invisible strings of your own anxiety, endlessly trying to mold a reality that will not bend to your will. Or you can become the dancer, the one who moves with the music of the moment, who accepts the flow of reality, and who, in doing so, is finally and truly free. The music is playing, the choice is yours, puppet or dancer.